to power on your Nintendo Switch, you can do it one of a bunch of ways. So if it's not on the docking station, you can hit the power button here, and then it says A to start, or whichever button you want, and then you can get to whichever game. You can also, and it will come on, and then that you can get there too. If the system is docked and you have the Joy-Con off, or if it's on this, in this mode, you have it off, you can still hold the home button, and that'll work like the Wii did. So you just point it at your Switch and it'll turn it on, whether it's here or whether it's hooked to your TV. If it's hooked to your TV and your TV is off and you hit the home button, it'll turn on your TV and switch the input automatically. So that's a cool feature. If you're playing a game and you decide that you're done for now, all you have to do if you're in the undocked mode is hit this. This will leave it so that when you want to play the game, that same exact game again, you can bring it back to the exact same spot where you left off. You can also, either in the undocked mode or in the docked mode, you can hit the home button and go to the sleep mode, and that'll turn it off too. And it's not really off, it's just in sleep mode, because this way it'll still download your updates and those kind of things. If you're done with the game for today, then you always want to make sure you save. So you go down and hit save. Then you hit the home button, because that'll get you back to your home screen, and then you hit Y, and then you hit A to close. It'll close the software, and then you can be done for the day, and you can either hit the home button again and hit the sleep mode, or turn it off with the power button. The next thing I want to show you is sort of what happens when you click your Me in the corner, or whichever Marco chose link. And then there's another little section over here that has a Yoshi in it. And I'll explain all of those in a little bit. But here's what happens. You click your Me. You can either click it on the touch screen or use your joysticks. So what it shows is your profile. Your profile will include your Me, or whatever avatar you chose to put there. It'll include your name. It'll say how when you're online last. It'll show your friend code. So when I say, hey, I'd like to see your friend code, that's where you'll find it. And then we can be friends, and it'll show me every time you're on and what you're playing. That way, if you're deciding to play Mario Kart and we want to play against each other, we'll be able to find each other, or any other multiplayer game. It also shows you, if you scroll down, which you can scroll on the screen too, the game that I just played. It'll show you how long I played it for. Played for 35 hours or more. Animal Crossing, I played for over 200 hours. Pokemon Shield, I've played for 145 hours or more, etc. So you kind of get that idea of how long you played the games. You can see the friends list. I have one friend online, and that is Marco's system. At least it was. These are all of my friends that I might have on there. If you click on, so let's see what Marco's playing right now. He's playing My Friend Pedro, and then these are all the games that he's played. And then I hit the star, so that it shows that he's my best friend. You can also do things like remove friend, block friend, and close. Close just gets you back out. This is helpful, like if you're friends with someone and you're trying to talk to them through the app on your phone while you're playing this Switch, and they start to be mean to you and you don't really want them to be your friend anymore, then you can block them and it'll block them from all facets. So we're going to go back. You can also see what's trending. These are the games that people are playing right now on your friends list. So this gives you a good idea of, I don't know what game to play. I'm tired of playing the games I have. Let's see what other people are doing. And then, oh, Andrew is playing Zelda Breath of the Wild. So I'm going to play that game because I don't have it. Or whatever, whatever. So it's a nice thing to see what games are playing for who. If somebody invites you to play a game, it'll show up in here. These are friend suggestions. So if there's someone near you, they might show up here. You can go through over here and you can link to your Facebook account if you have one, and that'll find all your friends that might have a Switch that are also linked. Same with Twitter, your 3DS. If you have a 3DS, all of those friends should be able to migrate over to your new system. Same with the Wii U. If you had friends on your Wii U or Wii, they should, again, be able to migrate over to this new system. Okay. So now we're going to go back over. If you want to add friends, you go here. You can just show them your received friend requests. You can search for local users, meaning that if me and somebody else who just got a brand new Switch, let's say Corinne, we're in the same room, we could click this button and it'll search. And then on her screen, it'll show a symbol, and then you got to click to see which one's the same. And then once they're the same, it'll link your systems together. That way you don't have to type in the big long friend code. You can hit search for users you've played with. So I think this is like when you play Pokemon Shield and you've battled with them. Let's see. Yes. So I've played Clubhouse games with somebody named Fran. And I've played Mario Kart 8 with somebody named Poe. I can then from here add them to my friends list. And you can again see all the games that they have played. You can search with friend code, which is that code that I showed you. It usually starts with SW and then a bunch of numbers. Then you just type in whatever their friend code is and it'll link you automatically. And then this will show you the sent friend request. So this will be like, hey, I've added Corinne to my system, but she hasn't been on for a day or so and hasn't been able to accept it yet. So this will just show you who you're trying to be friends with. And then you have your user settings from this menu. You can display QR code. You can show your play activity settings. And so this is like all those games that I showed that I've played 200 hours or more of Animal Crossing. Well, some people don't want people to know how many hours they've been playing, so they can turn that off. You can check your Nintendo Switch subscription. You can go and check your eShop settings. You can update your download progress. friend settings. You can do a lot of things from just this menu. You can see, earlier when I said you could connect it to Facebook, well, you can take screenshots and post them on Facebook, and this is a menu on that. Ouch. Okay, now I'm going to show you what the home button does. So if you hold the home button, a menu will appear. You can turn it off from here like I showed you in the previous clip. You can select auto brightness so that the sensors that are down here will be able to see how bright it is, and it'll adjust the brightness for you. You can adjust the brightness how high or low you want. Keep in mind, the higher it is, the faster you'll use your battery. You can turn up the volume from here if you want to. This is good because if you're on docked mode, meaning playing from the TV screen, you can change it from here and turn it down or turn it up, whichever you'd like. You can also turn it to airplane mode and make sure it's not on the internet at all. So, we're done. We're going to go home, or we're going to turn it off. When we turn our switch on to this screen, we have to hit A to continue. Actually, I don't think it matters which button. Any button to continue. But a fun thing to note is if you hit this button, the joystick, and you push it in 3 times, wasn't fast enough, it makes a different sound. So watch. So it's just a fun sound that it makes. It's absolutely does nothing, but it's just different. Okay, now I'm going to show you about the controllers. Nintendo has very cutely named these JoyCons. So, this left one is how you move around in most things. The right joystick is usually how you move the camera in things. So if you're playing Skyrim or Witcher or something like that, the camera really matters. And even a little bit in Super Mario Odyssey. This button here on the left Joy-Con takes a screenshot. There we go. If you want to see where the screenshots go, they go in this album. So like when there's really cute things that happen, like I made a Snowboy in Animal Crossing, or Zucker, my favorite Animal Crossing character, is sitting next to me on the bench. I love those things. So I really want to capture those moments. So if you go to, if you hit A, you can post it, you can send it to your smartphone, you can add text to it, you can copy it, and you can delete it. So if you send it to your smartphone, you can say only this one, send a batch, which you could select a bunch to send to your smartphone, or you can go back. If you want to add text, like we might put his name here. Keep in mind this is touchscreen. And you hit select. Oops, hitting the wrong buttons. But then you can put words on your screen. So if you want to add words, like this little guy's name is Zucker, so I'm going to put his name. And then, so it says his name, you can change the color. I always make everything purple. You can move it around. You could make it really big. Maybe. Or smaller. however you want to do it. It's really fun, and you could get creative. You could put the date and time that this was. You could put, you know, how you're feeling that day, whatever you feel like. But it's just another cute way to show off what you're doing in your games. And then you can post them on your whatever Facebook account or whatever you want to do, or send them to your phone so that you could do further editing. Also in this screenshot and videos, you can see I have 7,650 screenshots and videos. So if you scroll down, you can literally see every screenshot I've ever taken. There may be a video here. Here's a 7-second video we'll play for you. So you can take short clips. 7 seconds is the longest I've seen. So that's another thing. It's just a really fun way to go back to those things that you remembered. Or, you know, I finally beat this guy or this level and I want to remember it. When I very first got this game, every time I got a moon from Super Mario Odyssey, which I have 7,000 photos. So, this was from my birthday party on Animal Crossing, and I wanted to remember it. So there's all kinds of things you can do for this, or remember all the cute things that they are doing for you in the game. All right, now I would like to talk about the JoyCons, which is an awesome way to be able to play this game. I can play it wirelessly even now, even though it's not docked. Or I can play it wirelessly, like with the 2 JoyCons in my hands, when it's docked. So that's an option. The original Nintendo Switches, so the ones that come with the gray controllers and the ones that come with the red and blue, neon red and blue controllers, come with this thing. And you can easily slide your JoyCons on to make a, to make a controller. And turn him all the way down. So then you have one controller like you're used to. This controller can be a little cumbersome, or you might be feeling nostalgic, and they have a GameCube controller. This one is wireless. It takes AA batteries, but it feels a lot more natural in your hands than that sort of big controller has. So it's up to you on what feels better. I like playing with this, especially when I'm playing Super Smash, because, oops, I'm making Mario run around. Because it feels more natural and I'm used to it, because I played a lot of GameCube when I was little. Also, with the regular JoyCons, say you get up. Oh, first I should say, when you're putting your JoyCons in any kind of device, whether it be charging or whether it be this controller holder, make sure that you're putting them on the right side. It can go in the wrong way on most things. This, it doesn't let you, which is good. But on the charging devices, it'll let you put it in the wrong way. And I'm not sure that that's totally acceptable and will keep the battery in the controller long. So make sure you line up your minuses and pluses. Hey, you get up. Let me go home. I'm going to turn this controller off. Say you get up and you decide, I'm done playing for a minute, or My coffee that I reheated for the 16th time is done, and I really want to get up. So this one's got sat down, but I accidentally took the orange one with me. So you're up around and you're getting your coffee and putting your cream and sugar in it, and you left it on the counter somewhere. But so when you go back down, you were moving so fast you didn't remember that you lost the controller. Well, if you go to home and then you click this little controller button, you hit select, you can hit find controller. Well, I can't find one or the other, so I'm going to hit that I lost the purple one. And as long as I hit A on it, on the other one, this one makes an annoying noise and it vibrates. So that way you can find it. Once you're done and you found it, you can let go of the A button and ta-da! You found it. So that's a really good feature. Let's see. You can also change your grip order. So if you want this purple one, this GameCube one, to be player 1, and you want these, because you're playing with 3 friends, to be player 2 and 3, you can set that up in this menu. And you go back. And then you can pair new controllers. The best way to do this, if they're just Joy-Cons, is just to slide the Joy-Cons down. You'll know that it connects to the screen, and it's the right one because this is an orange Joy-Con. And when you slide it down, did you see that? It's an orange line. So watch here again on the purple side. I'm going to slide the purple one on, and it'll make a purple line over here saying that it connected the purple Joy-Con. So I thought that was a nice touch. That way you're not getting confused. You can also pair this, and it's a lot like the Wii. So you hit this button. I don't have the battery in it right now, but you hit this button, and then you hit this button, and then it'll eventually be able to find it. You can also, some controllers are wired, and you can connect those directly to your docking station via USB cord. And they all have a USB end. All right, the last thing I'm going to show you today, or in this video, is this system settings. So if you hit A, you can see Nintendo's really always very worrisome about your health and safety while you're playing. So you can see their safety precautions, your error history, things like that. You can put it in airplane mode. You can change the screen brightness. You can lock console in sleep mode. There's parental controls, and I love this, how it's got Bowser and Baby Bowser. You can test your internet connection. You can connect to the internet, those kind of things. This is a place to show you how much free space you have and how much is on your micro SD card. This is the users on here. This is, you can create or edit a Mii. My Mii migrated from my Nintendo DS. Here is where you can register your amiibos. You can change, I like everything to be on night mode because it's darker and it's better for the battery, at least in my opinion. So I have it on black, but you can have the main menu be white. This shows you all the notifications. Oh, sorry. So the notifications for downloads, to show you when your friends are on. You can adjust all those alarm notifications. Like my Ring Fit, I can say, remind me to play every day at 7 p.m. And then it will, because that's what I've set it for, and it'll remind my lazy self to get up and play the game so that I can do sit-ups and stuff and destroy the beast. You can adjust what it does with sleep mode or suspend mode. Suspending is when you're playing a game and you just push the power button and it goes off. It suspends it for exactly where you were. And then when you push the power button and the button 3 times, it'll go exactly back to where you were. Make sure you do not suspend this when you're in a dragon fight or something in Skyrim, because you'll come back to a big scare. I've done that plenty of times where I'm like, oh crap, I'm in the middle of a battle. You can change the button mapping. You can change grip order. You can tell it what to do with the Pro Controller wired communication. There are TV settings. And then there are system settings. This is where people go in and change their date and time while they're playing Animal Crossing. And I said that this was going to be the last thing that I was going to talk about, but I really want to talk about these different things up here just for a quick second. You have my main page. You have Marco's page, then you have this page. So when you're playing games like Super Mario Odyssey, you can only have one save on each profile. So it says Margie's page, it's going to open up this. It's going to open up that save file for Margie's page. Let me close this. You know how when you click a game and it says select user? Well, if you want a new save profile, you have to make a new page, a new user. So Marco has a page and I have a save file of Mario Odyssey on this. I also have, I have 3 different versions of Skyrim that I'm playing as different kinds of characters. Because I've never been, I don't know, an elf before, and I've never been a Khajiit before. So I have me as my Nord self, me as my Khajiit self, and me as my elf self. So I can choose whichever one I want to play, but they are 3 separate save files then. Also, if you could hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I will be putting out new videos every week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.